ことあるかい？放浪寮に変わったやつがいるって。
またスネージナヤパレスに戻れってお達し？はあ、どうしてしょっちゅう集まりがあるのかしら。
なあ、聞いたことあるかい？放浪寮に変わったやつがいるって。
以上。
そろそろお茶会でも開こうかしら。みんな空いているといいのだけれど。
聞いたことあるかい？放浪寮に変わったやつがいるって。
音楽は好きよ。いろいろな楽器を独学で学んできたの。なにその顔。信じてないわね。どこかにピアノがあればすぐにでも披露してあげるわ。
見てらっしゃい。見たことのないものがあるよ。
もう一度お試しください。
見てらっしゃい。見たことのないものがあるよ。聞いたことあるかい？放浪寮に変わったやつがいるって。
またスネージナヤパレスに戻れってお達し？はあ、どうしてしょっちゅう集まりがあるのかしら。
見てらっしゃい。見たことのないものがあるよ。
以上。
なあ、聞いたことあるかい？放浪寮に変わったやつがいるって。
I think we gotta do that mode, right? That just reset. Stygian Onslaught. Can I upgrade my talents? Just remembered something. Let's give this a go. Androne. Actually, on this one, wasn't Geolunar better? Ocean Soul's nothing but a name. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we can do here. It's a little slower than I thought. Because I think, my energy regen on Sitlali, I might be using the wrong weapon or something. Oh, this is cool. Let me go back out and change my artifact to farm. Because I don't want to farm that set. Alright, let's see if we can do that, second boss. I might have to switch to the Geo team.
やっ真実はまるで影。さあ謎を解こう。
結晶のごとく光。
皆のために祈ろう。
三月よ輝け。
月光のよう。嘘はいけないね。ありえない。
Am I supposed to just work on the small fry? I feel like my damage wasn't that good for the small fry.
真実はまるで影。素直に吐くんだね。読めた。
移してや。
素直に吐くんだね。欺瞞の先。あ、林野に永遠の安寧を。
新月が来る。
嘘はいけない謎は解けないまま。
Okay, so I'm supposed to... I think I just go for the shield, right? Okay. I think my Geo team is actually stronger than my, my Lunar Dendro team.
流れて。
行って。行って。いや、そこ。払い清めましょう。はっ。雨上がり。ルリが月を打つ。黎明の光を。
今宵月を捧ぐ。
お望み通りに。
や、満ちて。
片付けましょう。や。それ。はは。行け。ふった。そはは。は。や。
移して三月よ。かが。
今だ。
なめないでくだ。
灯火のもとに。
結晶のごとく。
価格守りし先行よ。来たれ。せった。行け。はは。行け。やっせ。
新月が来る。流れて。
行って。黎明の光を。
イルナノーグより捧ぐ。
雨上がり。ルリが月を打つ。
はは。た。行け。やっそれ。とはは。は。行け。
満ちて。
頼んだよ。光の裁きを受けよ。
今宵月を捧ぐ。
結晶のごとく。
価格守りし先行よ。来たれ。払い清めましょう。そこ。はは。行け。
Oh. All right, Sandrone Proving Ground. Let's see if we can get this to work as intended.
防衛モード。諸行無知。ついてきて。 だらない。一休みしたいわ。
具現化せよ十言。絶縁障壁。
さあ滑稽ね。
生成ルテン行きたまえ。ここにて
交渉は終わりです。掃除対象チョック律令チョック。
ついてきて。くだらない。ティータイムの余興よ。
振動の権限十言チョック。防衛モード起動。
戻れ。
ついてきて。くだらない。いけるわね。
塵となってください。十言チョック律令。
我が名はドワクシン君なり。
ついてきて。一休みしたいわ。滑稽ね。さあやりなさい。くだらない。
チョック十言チョック。
行きたまえ。ここにて命ずる。
絶縁障壁。
ついてきて。演
No.
算開始。
We're so close. Oh, the damage is just a little bit short.
律令。
生成ルテン。
くだらない。一休みしたいわ。ついてきて。一休みしたいわ。滑稽ね。いけるわね。
チョック十言。
さあやりなさい。くだらない。演算開始。
有限なる来店律令十言交渉は終わりです。防衛モード。
戦法開け。権限せよ。
一休みしたいわ。くだらない。滑稽ね。やりなさい。
チョック十言。絶縁障壁。
戻れ。
一休みしたいわ。ついてきて。演算開始。
振動の権限律令十言。塵となってください。防衛も。
行きたまえ。ここにて命ずる。
一休みしたいわ。くだらない。一休みしたいわ。ティータイムの余興よ。さあ
No. Maybe I can skip some alts. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
チョック。
I don't even know if I need to use Chi-Chi here. I could maybe bring somebody that does more offensive applications.
ついてきて。滑稽。
律令チョック十言。掃除対象。
いけるわね。一休みしたいわ。くだらない。
I feel like I'm playing a Frost Mage in WoW right now.
ティータイムの余興よ。
防衛モード。
行け。
ついてきて。一休みしたいわ。くだらない。演算開始。
直立
絶縁障壁。戻れ。
ついてきて。くだらない。一休みしたいわ。ティータイムの余興よ。
呪言直呪言殲滅モード防衛モード
行け。
やりなさい。ついてきて。やりなさい。くだらない。ふっ、滑稽ね。一休み。
Wow. We did it! Woo! Wasn't too bad. So, yeah. So, it makes sense to use Chi-Chi, right? Because Chi-Chi got buffed to specifically work with Stellar Conduct, right? The guy doing total 10k per. It wasn't even 10k per tick. Oh, bother. Does that mean we want like EM weapon on Yai now for this instead of her signature? This should be fine, right? Oh, this is actually like perfect because this is increasing damage on Stellar Conduct. So I should really lean into Elemental Mastery on her, which is not what this is. This is all old Thundering Crown. Kind of tragic, actually. Her signature weapon is still best. Should we change her gear? Should I try to farm a Thundering Fury but Elemental Mastery based? Oh, just use the new set. Well. Well. What do we have here? A lot of Elemental Mastery. Oh, yes. Wait, this is HP. We want EM Sands, right? I started upgrading it. It's HP. No! Goblet? We could probably actually do... Okay, let's actually filter. Ooh. What's this? But does Stellar Conduct count as both ice and electro? Or should I still lean in for, like, EM sands? %20 team DPS. Wait, didn't I already get it like on a previous? No, I think I'm doing that selector on next cycle. Cuz I'm already kind of set on just getting Ganyu up to C1. This is like a long time coming. What is hers? Oh, they buffed it, right? Because it used to not have Stellar Conduct. Well, damn, maybe I should switch it. Ganyu postponed for another 2 months. It was crazy though, because this is like 8 weeks. This is already 2 months of farming, and then the current one is for like a whole another month, right? For everybody who couldn't grind this for the last 2 months. Oh man. Yeah, when's Ganyu getting her homework buff? Oh man. Oh.
そろそろお茶会でも開こうかしら。みんな空いているといいのだけれど。
Stellar Conduct can crit though, right? No. So far, so good. Let me just get one into Elemental Mastery or another one into Crit. And we're cooking. No diva. Damn it. Spoke too soon. Oh, the flower. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, look at that crit damage though, bro. Bro. That crit damage though. Oh. Alright, we'll have to live with this. This has 40 EM. Where are we at? 245. Probably enough. I fumbled. I went into the skill instead of basic attack. Chi-Chi is on totem. Hold on. No! Chi-Chi's not on totem. Hold on. What are we, what's the thing? Is it this? This is now her ideal set. Cool. Guess this is what we're doing. She's ready. I've had this ready for somebody for a long old time. Not ready enough. Where is it? I haven't farmed this set in forever. Is it over here? Oh my god, this is like a regular exploration dungeon I haven't done. Look at that, 40 primos just sitting there. Just convert. Oh man. That's assuming I actually have pieces left to convert. Healing bonus. I can actually use this on Chi-Chi. Right? Honestly, I probably could just pull gear off of, like, Zhongli or something, because I haven't played Zhongli in such a long time. Ugh. I don't even have gear. I don't have EXP. I think Shilonen is using this as an offset, so Shilonen using this as an offset should be okay. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm more comfortable with where Genshin is, even with this mode being kind of like mostly bullshit compared to HSR. Bro, I cannot clear Starward on HSR for MOC. I tried off stream a little bit today and it was just bad. Right now, Flame Reaver my best is 6 cycle. Graphia my best is 5 cycle. And then Sparksy, I can 4 cycle, but I have to use my Graphia team to 4 cycle. So my best non-Graphia team is my Silver Wolf, and apparently, after doing some research on Reddit, apparently my Silver Wolf team is too slow. I don't know how I can get the correct speed tune unless I sacrifice the 4 set. And it is very depressing. Thinking about it. It's very sad. Makes me very sad. Makes me feel like Raid Shadow Legends is the better turn-based gacha game. Call wait 2 patches for Pearl. Wait 1 week for E6 Himiko. I'm gonna pull that Himiko Nova E6 and then I'm gonna just let her auto battle Graphia into the ground. I think that's an okay plan, right?
演算開始。
律令チョック。
せいせいるて
一休みしたいわ。やりなさい。くだらない。滑稽ね。
戻れ
呪言律令チョック。防衛モード。
ついてきて。くだらない。一休みしたいわ。くだらない。演算開始。
律令呪言チョック。
諸行無常
ついてきて。くだらない。一休みしたいわ。ティータイムの余興よ。
呪言律令掃除対象。
行
ついてきて。
I think I misclicked. Nope, we got it.
一休みしたいわ。演算開始。
呪言絶縁障壁。
ついてきて。
I fumbled something fumbled. Ah.
チョック呪言チョック。
やりなさい。一休みしたいわ。くだらない。やりのティータイムの余
Yeah,
興よ。
props for sticking with Zenless for as long as it did.
防衛モード。
I just couldn't keep up with it.
一休みしたいわ。
I think I had a lot going on in that time frame, and I ended up just choosing not to stick with it.
やりなさい。滑稽ね。
来光へと美しきかな。チョック律。
け諸行無常我が名はドアクシン君
ついてきて。いけるわね。
チョック律令呪言絶縁障壁。
さあいけるわね。ティータイムの余興よ。
チョック律令チョック。防衛モ
一休みしたいわ。くだらない。ついてきて。滑稽。
律令姿を残す。掃除対象。
一休みしたいわ。くだらない。
行け
I'm doing big damage. That's for sure. We're doing so much big damage. But I think I'm not as rotationally clean as the first couple of attempts.
チョック呪言律令防衛モード。
一休みしたいわ。ついてきて。
Like that, killing the mobs is not going as well.
くだらない。一休みしたい。
諸行無常
くだらない。やりなさい。演算開始。
具現化せい。チョック律絶縁障壁。
せいせいる
ついてきて。くだらない。
十言チョック。
一休みしたいわ。
防衛モード。行け。聞きたまえ。ここにて命ずる。
くだらない。一休みしたいわ。
She's sadly not C6. She's like C4.
律令十言。
絶縁障壁。生成ルテン。
いけるわね。ついてきて。やりなさい。滑稽。
律令十言チョック。
諸行無常。防衛モード。
くだらない。さあいけるわね。ティータイムの余興よ。
戦闘開け。権限せよ。生成ルテン。
律令チョック。
絶縁障壁。
一休みしたいわ。くだらない。ついてきて。滑稽ね。
律令
防衛モード。
一休みしたいわ。くだらない。ついてきて。ティータイムの余興よ。
チョック。律令
絶縁障壁。
くだらない。ついてきて。いけるわね。さあ
There's a 5-second gap in damage. And I don't know if it's just because I'm fumbling killing the ads when they come out. It feels like a rotational blunder.
チョック十言。
掃除対象。戻れ。
一休みしたいわ。いけるわね。くだらない。一休みしたいわ。滑稽。
チョック十言。律令
防衛モード。
くだらない。いけるわね。一休みしたいわ。演算開始。
チョック十言。
行け。
くだらない。一休みしたいわ。ついてきて。
律令十言。
戻れ。
一休みしたいわ。くだらない。ティータイムの余興よ。
律令十言。
絶縁障壁。生成ルテン。
一休みしたいわ。くだらない。一休みしたいわ。演算開始。いけるわね。さあくだらない。
Okay. That was faster, but like it got dicey at the end because I didn't want to re-rotate, but damage was falling off because buffs were falling. Ooh. Yeah, I found that my Lunar Geo team is way better than my Lunar Dendro team, and I have no idea what I need to do to fix my Lunar Dendro team. But it is not doing as hot right now.
やさあ働きなさい。
石煙に葬られよ。
退却土に目よ契約を果たせ。いい度胸ねシトラリンイツパパおい
どよめく進学。
みんなには内緒よ。
この天下で裁く。
Oh, the ult missed! Unfortunate.
さあ働き
The
なさい。
Nepper cancels are fun, but the problem is like in this mode, not starting with the energy makes it like not feel very good.
わけ山の地。
口封じは任せたからね。手加減なしよ。
この心を持って天に帰る反逆。
石煙に葬られよ。止める勇気はあるか。
じゃあ行くよ。土に目よ
どよめく進学。
シトラリンイツパパおうよ。
聞け太陽の方向を。
Who do I bring to heal on this? I need to give her her stuff back. Was there a reason I gave her all this elemental mastery stuff? I don't remember. Oh shoot. Why is Chi-Chi wearing this? Well, this is a problem. I have to sort everybody's gear out. Oh. Okay, Chi-Chi is fixed. Do I even have an elemental? Alright, Kachina, I'm gonna need this back. And then... Oh, wait. We can do this and just go sustainless. We could try. Oh yeah, maybe because I didn't pull C1 Llama. That's why I'm doing like no damage.
真実はまるで影。なるほど。
新月が来る。これこそが知恵の伝道。
迷える者よ、蒼月よ。永遠読めた。心を覗かせてもらうよ。
流れて。
真実はまるで影。
What? Didn't I break it? But there's like a lot that's being juggled, right? Like I'm not getting my lunar charge refresh somehow.
はびこりなさい。
皆に祝福は読めた。欺瞞の叫びよ。
三月よ、輝け。移して。 私のお家にいらし
林野に永遠の安寧を嘘はいけないね素直に吐くんだね丸裸にしてやる
Yes, it's is my hydro application not enough?
流れて
真実はまるで影嘘はいけないね丸裸にしてやる
Like what is going on?
これこそが知恵の伝道。覚えたわよ。移して今宵月を
月光のように。三八千。林野に永遠の安寧を。なるほど。読めた。心を覗かせてもらうよ。
流れて三月よ、輝け。知識はあなたにもいた。
嘘はいけないね素直に吐くんだね読めた
移して
皆のために祈ろう真実はまるで影欺瞞の叫びよ
新月が来る。私のお家にいらっしゃい。はびこりな。
掃除の加護林野に永遠の安寧を嘘はいけないね
Yeah, look, the Dendro team was like really fun for like 2 patches. And then it just kind of fell off at the end of Not Cry. So, from a long-term perspective, it was not that good of an investment. The Geo team, however, just like at C0 with Fella over here, is just shitting damage out. Scamper for a reason. Yeah. Yeah. Pull for waifu and then the waifu fails you. Yeah, just look at how much damage I can just unload here.
なめないでください。
行ってまだ
流れてや
灯火のもとに
ティルナノーグより捧ぐ。
片付けましょう。
はっ
雨上がりルリが月を映す。
洗い清めましょう。さあ行け。
そっはせ
It's just ruthless.
輝け映しいて
黎明の光を
結晶のごとく
や行け。
洞察と知恵が律令を生む。
洗い清めましょう。
ややはっ今宵月を捧ぐ映し
頼んだよ。灯火のもとに
お望み通りに
架空の骨頂ね。
そう
行け。
価格守りし先行よ。来たれ。
洗い清めましょう。
や流れて
今だ。
三月よ輝け
黎明の光を
結晶のごとく
片付けましょう。雨上がりルリが月を映す。
No!
や
さあ行け。
や今宵月をさ
光の裁きを
ティルナノーグより捧ぐ。
洞察と知恵が律令を生む。聞く価値もない。
そこせや
さあ
Yeah, I just, The geo damage is just, it's like, it's a good sustained amount, but in that window, I don't know, the team is so smooth. Energy-wise, it's so smooth, the damage feels really good. All my characters are S0, C0, you know, C0, R0, F2P weapons. Well, this is an old support weapon, right? This is probably good for her, right? Right? I could probably be using something not prototype amber, right? But this smooths out the rotation a lot with the energy recharge. Yeah, it was so good up until he did his disappear trick right when I'm about to ult. That was not pleasant. That was not so pleasant. Okay. Now we get the Yai, but that means I've had to postpone Yeah, my Chi-Chi's only C4. So I have to postpone the Ganyu for another 3 months. Hopefully Ganyu will get a buff. Not that... I feel like Ganyu is actually one of the characters that has sustained really well in, like, mono ice or, like, freeze teams. Just as, like, a AoE applicator. Alright, I'm gonna do it. We're doing it. Yai Miko, here we go. Lunar Conduct. Oh my gosh, is this Yai Kasumi from the hit game Honkai Star Rail? You said 20% team damage. I'm about to lose my mind. I bet that this Yai buff probably felt amazing for people who already had her at, like, C6.
直律令15
行け。一休みしたいわ。ついてきて。いけるわね。ティータイムの余興よ。
直律令掃除対象
やりなさい。一休みしたいわ。くだらない。国旗
呪言律令
絶縁障壁諸行無常
やりなさい。ついてきて。一休みしたいわ。くだらない。
直呪言
防衛モード生成ルテン
一休みしたいわ。くだらない。ティータイムの余興よ。
I should probably always send ult,
さあ
when I'm, like, resetting the rot.
一休みしたいわ。
直呪言律令
くだらない。
Yeah, that's insane. That's insane. It's insane. Yeah, it do be feeling good. Oh, I think the only struggle is that it doesn't happen often enough, you know? I need, you know, speaking of which, I need them to buff standard Himiko in Honkai Star Rail so I can feel better about myself. I think Star Rail started buffing old units before Genshin, right? But I feel like the Genshin buffs feel more meaningful, if you know what I mean. Like some of the Star Rail ones did at first, but I feel like a lot of them just they don't feel as good as they could, you know. I've seen some people play Seele in the current Memory of Chaos, but they also have, like, you know, like Sunday and all this other strong buff characters that I don't have. I tried my S0s, R0, E0 Seele in Memory of Chaos, and man, it just felt awful.
星と深淵無事今日の依頼
Yeah, I feel like I still never went back and actually rebuilt my Jingliu. Like, is the buff Jingliu any good, or is it still kind of like nobody uses her? Unless I guess she's already C6 on your account. My E2 Kafka, did I get her to E3? My Kafka and Acheron had some vertical investment, but they both just don't feel that good. The heck kind of bug is that? There's a bug on my wall. Oh, fell down behind the tables. Rip. Like, I remember if you got C6 on her, she was really strong, right? I think my Acheron's C3, actually. She was so good on release. Relatively. C6 ratio in terms of single target damage, but she was her whole benefit was that she could cleave, right? She could cleave and she was easier to play, yeah. I feel like a lot of those like single target hunt teams just ended up like overall just very hard to play. And it's really hard to go back into that style of team nowadays. Yeah, it was really fun playing Ratio in Currency Wars. That was for sure. Should I do a quick Star Rail Divergent Universe run? I guess we're done in Genshin for today, other than to play mini games. But I don't know if I want to play mini games right now. I have so much mini games to do here. What's the popularity give? Oh, Charlotte. Oh, and the world quests. And the music mini games. Let me play 1 or 2 songs so I don't fall behind. I just do it on normal plus. Ah, I missed. Romancy on Tchaikovsky for this Naznaya concert. Yeah. I feel like music-wise though, I think when Fontaine when they showcased Fontaine and they played the like Fontaine combat music, like that concert was just so good. I think the Fontaine music remains like one of my favorites. Max the Stingray. Yeah, let me check. I think I did max the Stingray before we ended off last time. I did like the Notlan one too. The Notlan combat music was just really good. I also love that this entire event you just get to hear the Ordo theme, the Narcissenkreuz Ordo theme. Yeah, so we are maxed. We are good. What I really want is the hat bomb. The hat bomb is I want the hat bomb. Give me the hat bomb.
あら、最近はずいぶんたくさん魚を持ち帰っているわね。水槽の飾り付けもだんだんそれらしくなってきたじゃない。
Yeah, I agree. The combination of the underwater stuff, but also getting that like final resolution on all the Narcissenkreuz Nordo storyline content. I think that also is huge.
それはどうして？
おいらもわからないけど、なんだかまだ足りないのは成果を見に来てくれる？
つまりこのアクアリウムをオープンさせ、
何か不安なことでもあるのか？それなら経営と宣伝についてはオイラたち
そこまで言うなら。
オイラたち、そっか。この船はサンドローネが借りてるんだもんな。
はいはい。私を理不尽な王女みたいに言わないでちょうだい。実際に働くのはあなたたちなんだから、私は少ない方でいいわ。私はパンタローネみたいに。
I think that was definitely something that was like, you know, a lot of the like lore theorists have gone in depth about ever since Sandrone's introduction, right?
もう名前まで考えていたのね。
Damn. We can't get into the tower anymore, right? Once we finish that one quest. Oh. JK, we're here. Yeah, and that's one of the things, like, I feel like the anecdotes were really fun when they were introduced, but there was, like, a point where I felt like every anecdote that I came across, I wanted to be streaming, and if I wasn't streaming, I didn't want to activate it and then, like, not be able to have an archive of it. So that was kind of a bummer. The Tower of Gestalt. It's crazy how so much of like Fontaine is just revolving around like the Narcissenkreuz Ordo. Like the government just kind of let this happen. But I'm also a little bit sad because we don't get to see the dog anymore, right? The robot dog. It was a robot dog. The Hilichurl, or I guess it was one of their buddies that got. It was a Hilichurl that could speak, right? Like that whole quest line got super convoluted, but it was also so epic. I'm a little fuzzy on the details. Do we know if Elaine built Sandrone after the fact? Like after all that went down? Man, this version of the Narcissus Kreutz Ordo theme is just so good. Man, just this is nostalgic, but it's so weird. Doesn't it part of you just feel like Fontaine was yesterday? What are these guys, like stormtroopers? Their aim is so bad. Are you forced to just... There's a whole piano in my bags. That didn't help at all. Did not help at all. My bags are full. So is it like every zone you're forced to play whatever they have you playing until... Because I ran out of ammo on the John Stingray. I thought that was weird. I need to find where the big boss is. We need to take down the boss while we have the Nemesis. Nemesis Prime. Wait, there's more! Quick, I'm gonna go back and grab another stingray. Alright, I'm gonna fight these guys with the power of stingray. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh. Oh wow! Infinite stingray ammo. Bro! Cannot do this to me! How dare they? I'm gonna have to ditch some crabs. Dude, how many piano parts are we gonna have? God. And then there's like giga chests in here too. Bro. How do I use the rendezvous point? It doesn't even give me a dialogue option to surface from here. Bro, I hate this. I have to leave so much loot. Alright, priority. We have to get a bigger bag. we have to focus on getting the bag. Oh my god. It got me good with this one. Eric! Oh man, sorry, I was not looking at Twitch chat. I'm glad you're here, Eric. I hope thank you for hanging around. I'm sorry I wasn't looking at Twitch chat. But I see your comments. Then the Power Creep Nation attacked, yeah. HSR really is like Power Creep heavy. I say that having survived Honkai 3rd Power Creep. I'd like to imagine that I was kind of ahead of the curve when it came to a lot of the modern gacha slot, but I'm not to the extent of like, you know, the old timer FGO players, but like before Genshin kind of made it really mainstream, you know. I was there. I was there. I think, and you know, Facepalm, I feel like that level of power creep in the olden days was kind of where Gacha really had that negative reputation of pay to win, right? I was there 50 years ago. You know, it's funny. 6 years in on the internet really does feel like 50 years ago. If I say that, you know, Eric in the Twitch chat and I, like, we were there on DeviantArt like 15, 20 years ago, that feels like real literal decades. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Facepalm. Like, how long did it take before FGO added pity? Man. Genshin probably didn't want to add pity too till Tectone made like videos about it, being annoying about it, you know, and like I get it. Good on, you know, content creators for calling schemes out, companies being scummy, you know, but like kind of sad that it had to be Techie to be the one to do it. Rage memes were the shit on 9gag. Yeah. I existed on the internet when we were all on Newgrounds playing like Flash videos and Flash animations and, you know, all your base. YTMD. All your base are belong to us. You have no chance to survive, make your time. Free hugs, yeah. I think even when I was in college, there were people like doing free hugs and stuff. Have you seen the video I lived as a 2000s man for a week? I have not. We can take a look at that in a bit. Or I'll watch it off stream and let you know my thoughts. Oh man. How long is this event up for? This event really does seem like really detailed. 31 days. Okay. I think we'll just keep chipping away at it every day. But I don't want to really sit down and go too deep into this one. Let's do one more dive. I just realized I was in the wrong map. I was in zone 1. I fought this guy when he was current content. Alright, let's do this. I just realized that the combat theme has the Northern Croyd's Ordo melody at the beginning. Like, that's like a very Fontaine theme. Oh, nice. You don't have to fight these crabs again. Are you serious? Like, soon as I start looting things, they're like, nah. Nah. Not for you. It says I can surface from any rendezvous point, but it doesn't give me the option to surface, right? Or how do I surface? Settle with current progress? Oh, I have to hit the map. Wait, so I can only bring back the stuff in the safety capsule? Or is like everything in my bags gets deleted? Is there a way to cancel the abandoning? Bro, I just fought this whole boss. I wanted to take everything with me. So you have to click on the map in order to use the rendezvous point. Why can't you just interact with the rendezvous point? That's just so dumb. That's so dumb. Now I have to go back to fight the stingrays again. Alright, there's a stingray around here. Where's the stingray? Where's the stingray power up? That's so annoying. We didn't spawn one this time? That's really disappointing. I just wish I just went back to a normal submarine. I think that was just really dumb. I don't understand. Like, when I activate the rendezvous point, do they just spawn a submarine on top of the building? I don't understand. Like, I activated it, but there's no way to actually use it. Or does it just activate the one that's... So it is outside of the building. Oh my god. This whole time. It's one... up top. That's it right there. Oh my god. I'm so mad. We had such good loot last run. I need to go find a stingray blade. Bro, this music is so chill. I dig it. Are all the stingray power-ups? I'm just gonna leave. I think. Not getting the, there's, like, absolutely zero stingrays in this map at all. Business benchmark 4. Pretty sure that's enough, right? Surely that's good, right? That's good enough, right? Uh-oh, we got aggro. Take him out. Uh-oh. I think they made this mode too complicated. That's how I feel. Like, I appreciate that there is depth, but I also feel like it's depth that I didn't ask for.
どうしてこうしょっちゅう集まりがあるのかしら。
But I feel like once you find everything, this place probably looks really cool. Oh no! Retail simulator. Can you set how, like, what the quantity is? Oh. Oh. Got one. What you want? Oh, I did have shells. Do I have any hats? I don't think I have any hats. Oh, I have a hat. Ooh, that's a lot of money. This is, yeah, isn't it? It's so tedious. It's like, I can only stomach, like, maybe 1 or 2 sessions a game, or something like that. It's a little bit exhausting, you know?
音楽は好きよ。いろいろな楽器を独学で学んできたの。なにその顔。 どこかにピアノがあればすぐにでも披露してあげるわ。
Man, this theme song is just so melancholic.
久しぶりだね、旅人。パイも。
フレミネ、なんで先生。
最近水域の状況がちょっと良くないみたいで、これまでの何倍もの潜水士があちこちで水底に沈んだ貨物を引き上げてるんだ。僕も手伝うくらいしかできないけど、早く引き上げが終われば潜水士たちも帰れるし、水の中も以前の静かな状態に戻ると思うから。
そうか。こういう想像しいのってお前はきっと苦手だよな。
心配してくれてありがとう、パイモン。でも悪いことばかりじゃないよ。思いがけない収穫もあったし、持ち主のいない骨董品とか装飾品とかね。お父様が綺麗で価値のあるものを引き上げたらこの船に届けるといいって。あなたたちならきっとその価値を生かしてくれるはずだから。
アルレッキーナのやつ気が利くな。そのままゴミになっちゃうくらいなら綺麗な装飾品はアクアリウムを飾るのに使えるかもしれないぞ。オイラたちもフレミネと一緒に引き上げに行こうぜ。
いいの？時間を取らせちゃうけど。
もちろん問題ないぞ。持ち主不在の宝物を拾ったらオイラたちにくれるんだろ。だったらお前だけ働かせるわけにはいかないぜ。ただでいいものをもらうのは悪いからな。
それじゃあ潜水士がこれまで集めた情報をいいものを見つけたら好きにしていいよ。ただ中には
よし、
気をつけて。知らない水域。
I think I've had enough for now. I kind of want to play some WoW tonight, but I'm also, like, I feel like maybe I'm not in the mood to play WoW right now. But maybe we can do, like, one simulated universe run in HSR and then call it a night. Woohoo! I visited my old job, I think yesterday. I needed to go buy some stuff, and one of the managers I spoke to, she said her last day is next week. She finally got a different job. Oh man. I do like Charlotte's new outfit. I think it's great. Alright. Let's take a break from Genshin.
またす
back into the Star Rail pit. I did my Honkai Third off stream earlier today. Why not raid? Oh. Oh boy. I'm basically done with the fusion event. I got lucky with some of my pulls in some of the pull sessions earlier. So I could complete the fusion. But I'm wondering if I want to pick up a few extra rares from the upcoming final events. But it might be kind of pointless because I'll probably end up getting those characters again later on. I couldn't do it, Facepalm. I couldn't do it. This was the best that I could pull off. It made me realize I really need to go back in and just redo all the gear on all my characters. Right now, my plan is after I pull Himiko Nova, I'll go back in, run Himiko Nova on the Graphia fight, and then move my Firefly break team to the Sparksy fight. I think that is the plan. So, question. Is it better to hit 200 speed on Silver Wolf 999 and forego the 4-piece Magical Girl set and just go double speed increase? Or should I keep the set for damage? Because I'm a little bit stuck on how to improve the gearing. What? What? Yeah. Alright. What we really need to do, though, is play Divergent Universe so we can get some loot. So if this is your first time tuning in the stream, you're confused why Raid Shadow Legends is in the corner. It's not sponsored. Completely not sponsored. But I did fall into the Raid rabbit hole a couple years back when Stream Elements was giving out Raid Shadow Legends sponsorships. I'm gonna lower the threshold so that I don't have to struggle so much. Third plane boss. Annoying type. But yeah, I unironically fell deep into the raid rabbit hole. It's not actually a turn-based RPG. It's actually a macro management game. Like, yeah, you farm artifacts, you build characters, but it's actually about macro management and managing resources. But yeah, the current memory of Chaos just felt so bad to play. Like, a lot of times I like just setting the game on auto and just, you know, set and forget, but this current memory of Chaos just felt so bad. My team was just, like, not doing any damage. Did not feel good. It did not. Appliance Druid. Oh, no. Appliance Druid. That's funny.
燃尽吧。
再次起舞吧，明星石鼓。哼，可是老一套呢。有福同享，身心清净，逃不掉的。想背叛我？
That's delayed and ad spammed. Oh no.
逃不掉的。
Well, thank you for watching the ads and supporting the channel, but I won't fault you if you decide to run ad block, even on the YouTube stream. I think nowadays, like, ads are so rampant, no matter where you go.
去污除秽，迫不及待。
Is Pearl the solution? Is Pearl actually the solution? So yeah, to respond earlier, yes, I do have Raid open on a separate window. Let me pull it out for you one more time. So yes, we are we are raiding and shadow legending. She's legendary sustain elation. Okay. She's the patch after Himiko? Or do we know if she's like one patch separated after Himiko? Cause my concern is I'm probably gonna pick up Gil and his light cone instead of vertical on Archer. But I still want to be able to pull Rin. But I don't know if I can afford to pull Rin if I'm dumping everything for Himiko Nova. Funny that you say that Sparksy's bricked, because I saw a lot of people clearing Sparksicon with Sparksy. So... I think the people who did pull Sparksy are still getting some value. Obviously not me, because I skipped Sparksy, and I'm regretting it. Sorta. But I'm also sorta not regretting it. Oh yeah, Nihility. That's what I'm talking about.
明星石鼓，有福同享，去污除秽，
逃不掉的。迫不及待了。人类从不掩饰掌控星空的欲望，也包括我们。
I'm thinking, I could either do Huohuo and get her E1 from the selector shop, but I'm also probably gonna need to pick up Welt from the selector shop, right? Because Huohuo E1 gives team speed on ult, so that's kind of huge. But the crazy thing is that the emphasis on speed really does make it feel like HSR is starting to trend towards Raid Shadow Legend. Bro, in Raid Shadow Legend, if you don't have minimum like 200 speed on like any character, you are cooked. all the guides will tell you, very early on in Raid Shadow Legends, like, you need to run speed boots no matter what set you're running. Alright. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some water. A little thirsty here. The doctor is in.
炉香鸟孤闭，归期上集。来，再次起舞吧。逃不掉的。
I wish they would already just let Himiko overflow her follow-up attack. It makes her so much fun in Currency Wars, but they just keep holding it back in the vault.
逃不掉的。人类从不掩饰掌控星空的欲望，也包括我们。
有福同享。去污除秽。
人类从不掩饰掌控星空的欲望，也包括我们。
想背叛我？
哇哦！
逃不掉的。
零散。
逃不掉的。
梦醒。
人类从不掩饰掌控星空的欲望，也包括我们。逃不掉的。逃不掉的。人类从不掩饰掌控星空的欲望，也包括我们。
哼，纹身起舞。还是老一套。
The page people use for runs? I don't remember either. I know, wasn't it like Hoyo Lab used to show you your performance for Genshin and Star Rail? Like they built it into HoYoLab or something like that.
再次起舞吧，再次起舞吧，明散。
人类从不掩饰掌控星空的欲望，也包括我在内。曲中人我，美不胜收，逃不掉的。明星食补，分身起舞，巨巫除魅。 梦醒，想背叛我？
You know, Star Rail has a Fate collab, but Raid Shadow Legends got the Ninja Turtles collab. Every day in the arena, I'm fighting Michelangelo or Alien versus Predator. Man, Predator in Raid Shadow Legends is overpowered. Like, he's, like, disgustingly overpowered. Xena the Warrior Princess. Mecha God. Conan better be there. Not the Kevin Sorbo one, but they actually did add a character way back when as a referral reward. Called Cronham. Cronam. They called him Cronam. One of the barbarian heroes. But he's actually like the Robert E. Howard Conan. But definitely not Kevin Sorbo Conan. But more book accurate Cronham. Yeah, the lore accurate Conan. Hither came Conan the Barbarian, blue-eyed, sullen-eyed, and black-haired. Tread the jeweled cities underneath his sandaled feet. Yada 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 yada. They actually they recently had an Assassin's Creed collab where they added like Cassandra, Edward, and Azo. And like Azo, like all the time in the arena I just see Azos like trying to snipe me, trying to assassinate my dudes. It's wild. They had a He-Man collab where there was like He-Man and Skeletor. Skeletor was like one of the free characters or something like that. That was also kind of insane. Ah, Mr. G-Bow the Radish. I love this one. You make the right choice.
中人我，美不胜收，逃不掉的。世间种种，过眼云烟，迫不及待。人类从不掩饰掌控星空的欲望，也包括我在内。在此起舞吧，逃不掉的。红心如意，明星食补，逃不掉的。身心清净。
I wish Star Rail let you re-roll. Sometimes you just get a blessing that's just like so bad, and you're just like, man, this stinks. All right, you ready to gamba on our shards? Oh, oh, yeah, we lost. We lost. Oh, we lost. Thought I was gonna break even. Actual C0 tribute run? Yeah, I'm running a C0 tribute. It's bad, man. It is so bad. No Evernight in this household. But in addition to that, just like... Do I need to build speed on Tribi nowadays? Like, I don't know. I don't understand how to get more value out of the characters that I have. Everything just feels like they do nothing. My Cyrene feels like she does nothing. I know after Cyrene's release, we were supposed to, just full send the dragon with, Castoris. So just put Windset on Tribi just so that to cycle faster. That seems to be like a thing right now, right? No C1, no bitches. Full speed bot for DDD triggers. So that's kind of the play now, right? For any character that you need to cycle ults, just throw on the Windset and just let it rip. Become speed. Yeah, Predator is just so annoying to fight in the arena. So do you run no Cyrene? Like what do you drop from that team? If you drop any at all.
这是意外之喜。
Damn. C2 bricked on. I went for the Casteries team minus Evernight. I did do Finon, but I ended up not playing Finon. I kind of regret pulling Finon, but because he was such a Kevin type, I felt like, okay, I'm a Honkai third player. I should at least try, you know? Yeah, I felt like Hisselin's definitely extended the value of my regular Kafka for quite a bit. I would be interested in a Kafka SP type, or like an upgraded storyline Kafka, but I feel like the community would just go feral for a new Kafka. That'd be like, I kind of grew out of the whole Kafhime ship. For the short time that I was in the shipping fandom. I eventually grew out of it. It started getting too cult-like, and I was like, hold on. Pause. And, I needed to just distance myself from it. But I also don't want to yuck anybody's yum, you know, so it's like... It just makes me feel some type of way nowadays. Firefly Kafka. Oh, that would be insane if they made like a break Kafka. Because then, if they ever buff old Himiko, you could actually run Kafka Himiko as a break team. And not just like... what do we used to do in like patch 1.x with Kafka Himiko? It kind of was like a pseudo break, wasn't it? Kafka would break whatever lightning mobs, and then you would just get like infinite break loops on Himiko. I kind of wish they would just let us expand the roster for on-field to 5.
人类从不掩饰掌控星空的欲望，也包括
Because the most fun thing for me in break comps right now is like in currency wars where I can have Hugh and Dahlia and Ruanmei all buffing Himiko, you know?
迫不及待，逃不掉的。
Oh yeah, I love that. I love that so much. The early Pure Fiction was so good for Himiko. The importance of breakfast. So good.
明星识谱，想背叛我，逃不掉的。人类从不掩饰掌控星空的欲望，也包括我在内。人类从不掩饰掌控星空的欲望，也包括我在内。曲终人亡，美不胜收，焚身起舞。 还是老一套呢。世间种种，过眼云烟。世间种种，过眼云烟。去污除秽，逃不掉的。迫不及待，身心清净，云散。是老一套。 再次起舞吧！明星识谱，逃不掉的。想背叛我，逃不掉的。去污除秽，世间种种，过眼云烟。
I feel like it might always have been that case where, like, the notion of them being insufferable just stems from the fact that, like, a lot of them are younger than us as players. So the way they behave online, like, they weren't there when Twitter first started, right? Like, we got our annoying phase out of the way earlier, back when Facebook first started and back when Twitter first started, back in the pre-2010s, the late aughts, as they say. So sometimes you see behaviors that, like, you used to do, but you've grown out of, and you're just like, man, I don't have time for this.
时间还早，现在去哪儿？
I would say that maybe in 2023, I read some really good fan fictions, and then I was like, this is starting to take over my life, and I don't like that. So I just kind of stopped. I guess part of where it got kind of weird for me too is like there are fans of the ship and they only like the characters in the context of the ship, but not the characters on their own. And for me, it was like, now we like this character, but we like this character for different reasons. But like, I respect your right to like it for this other reason, even though I don't buy into that reason anymore. If that makes any sense. We failed to protect the internet and got normied. I don't know that we necessarily got normied, but like there is a part where like we had to reintegrate into normal society, right? Whether that's like we were forced to because we needed to just go to work and make money, or you know, this, that, and the other. Interests change, and so sometimes you just back out in real life doing real life things. We did fail to protect the internet. The internet has become just like a cesspool of platforms rather than like, you know, independent website doing independent things. Could you imagine like building your own server and like hosting your own website nowadays, like from your basement? Imagine the like electricity costs. That's what I was looking into Home Labs last week or the week before last because I was like, I have a bunch of old computers. Like, what can I do with them? They're like, Home Lab. Just start a Home Lab and do all this stuff. Hypervisors. You know, virtualization. Learn Linux. And I'm like, man, this is probably something that I would have been more excited about 15 years ago. You know, 20 years ago. Nowadays, it's very hard to wrap my head around, like, what would I do with all this extra compute? Run more instances in a hypervisor to play alt accounts on Raid Shadow Legends? I don't know, like, make a bunch of virtual machines to play EVE Online alpha accounts, which I believe they nerfed, even though it's already against TOS to do that. Yeah. I mean, I still kind of treat, like, the gachas that I play casually like that. You know, like, Blue Archive, I still, like, okay, I'll log in every now and then, but I'm not necessarily trying to pull for meta, you know? Oh, let me, forgot to check this. Yeah, this is why we played Divergent Universe, the almighty Jade. I am mentally not ready for next patch, to be honest. Like, I like the idea of pulling for Himiko and building her out and doing everything, but, like, apart from Himiko Nova, I don't even know if I care about the rest of the Star Rail story anymore. Star Wars mode, address me. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, I don't even know how I managed to survive the last two Star Wars modes in APOC and in Pure Fiction. Because, at least for my account's sake, they felt okay-ish. The Memory of Chaos Star Wars mode felt so punishing if you didn't have the teams, like, perfectly tuned. Oh. I guess I did struggle a little bit on Pure Fiction when we did the Star Wars mode. We ended up running sustainless on one fight. Wow. Sustainless on 2 fights, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the tuning for Star Wars mode was just really obnoxious. That's definitely going on the survey. I think I'm actually going to do the end of version survey. Is it out right now? Hold on. Check my in-game mail. Project Astro Warp. Oh shoot, this is like forever ago. Where would the survey be? Version info? Himiko looks marvelous. Even though, some of the stuff looks a little wonky.
15 years ago, we repaired this fallen train and began our journey. Since then, it's your dreams and aspirations that have given it such vibrant new colors. Every time I witness your trailblazing spirit, I'm reminded of why I started this journey in the first place. The destination doesn't matter. What matters is that we're on this path together.
You know, I watched a couple of episodes of the Raid Shadow Legends animated shorts from like 2-3 years ago. Chia Court puts on an old English accent because she voices Elhain, the elf archer, in the Raid Shadow Legends animated YouTube series. I think the design that they came up with Rin in Star Rail is pretty good. It's like her regular main outfit, but it has a little bit of the like parts of her alter egos. Whoa, goth Sparksy. That's a little scary. But where's the survey? Bug report? Notices. Okay, so the Jades one. Oh, we can always sign up for this. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I felt like the Zenless story lost me when we went into the Badlands. Cuz like the Badlands had these really cool characters, but like the overarching story, I played through some of it after the fact, but I just remember thinking like why are we even here? I think Zenless does such a great job with like their artwork and whatnot, but my biggest struggle is like getting to the point to care and wanting to log in and jump through the hoops. I don't know. I think as we get older and we get pickier about how we spend our time, the different types of video games exposes different aspects of our own like how we treat video games and whatnot. I think about it a lot in like the context of WoW, and some of the principles applies when you look at how you participate in certain gotcha games. Um, Not you specifically, but like and you as a general gotcha player, right? Like me as a general gotcha player. In WoW, you have your baseline level. Moving around with your character and hitting the buttons has like an immediate feedback that feels good. You feel it when you load into a new character in classic or on retail. Like just the snappy movement is there. That feels good. That translates into a lot of the like the Hoyo games in that same way, right? Like combat in Zenless feels good. Combat in Honkai Third feels good. The first time you loaded into Genshin, right? Your character movements, how it responded, it felt really good. In Star Rail, you kind of knew that it was going to be turn based, and like, when I played the beta, like I got into combat, and I was like, oh, this is turn based. This is the tribute, the JRPG tribute. We're gonna have a great time. Um, but as more mechanics get layered on and more, we need to do this to try to sell the unit, or this mode that you do for either currency or to farm a material, but it's not the preferred mode of play. That just adds to the list of chores, right? Suddenly the game becomes a collection of to-do lists that you're only doing if it enables you or helps you do the game mode that you really want to do. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that or any other, just like any other different genre from what you normally play. And I think that was kind of like where when ZBK and I did our Halo rerun recently, and Halo Reach, it felt really good. I have to figure out a time frame where we can play Halo 2, because I feel like 2 Halo campaigns back to back. I don't want us to burn out on it, even though it's like all old games and whatnot. Part of me wants to go and play Grand Blue Relink because I bought it and I barely made it like an hour into the game, and now like the game has got a new expansion out and everything. I seen Brax has been playing it. I see Pachi has been playing it. So I kind of want to give it another try. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It also comes down to figuring out like, okay, I have a block of time, but what do I really want to do? You don't want to let yourself get paralyzed by, choice paralysis. But at the same time, you don't want to just fall into the same patterns all the time where it's like, okay, well, I need to do my dailies in all the Hoyo Slop. I gotta log into Blue Archive and Raid Shadow Legends. Maybe play another Wuwa quest. Like, I'll be honest, now that the patch with the Cyberpunk stuff is over in Wuwa, my interest has dropped dramatically. Because I don't really want to sit there to grind all the grindables, right? All the Ascension map farming and all this stuff. I don't really want to do all that. I don't even know if I like the combat in Wuwa, because if combat feels like a chore, you know? I'll never forget. Wuwa was in like beta 2 or something. Chaotic pulls me into a Discord call to show me what's going on in the game, and I just remember like, man, he opened up the map and I looked at how big it was, and like I got secondhand exhaustion, which was something I realized even a couple years back. This is another tangent to the story, but I was watching DJ Mist play Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and he zoomed out on the map, and I just saw how big the map was. I had just gotten done, hitting all the nodes in like either Horizon Zero Dawn or on Witcher 3, one of the two. And I just remember when he zoomed out on the map, I just caught secondhand exhaustion from the collectathon of those like, big open world games. I was just like, man, I don't want to do all that again. It's like you do it in 1 or 2 games because you really wanted to, right? You're like, I love this game so much, I'm going to do it in this one game. This other game, I don't like it that much. Maybe I'll just not do it. Yeah, I don't think it was necessarily developer specific to Ubisoft. Even though I don't often play that many Ubisoft games. I don't even remember the last one that I played, to be honest. I wasn't really big on the Assassin's Creed series. Like, it was one of those series that I knew about, but I never played it for myself. Like, either my friends would play it in the early iterations, and then later on I would just watch other streamers play it for story or whatever. But what was I getting back to? So Chaotic pulls me into a Discord call to show me Wuwa Beta 2. And he's like, yeah, this game has, like, more complex combat than Genshin. But also your time to kill on every boss for farming your mats takes a lot longer. So when you're doing the initial new game grind, everything's just going to take a lot longer. And that really sunk in for me. It's like, that's part of the reason why, like, even after Wuwa launched in 1.x or whatever, I was kind of like, I don't know if I really want to commit all that time and energy. Yeah, I would definitely say for this year, though, like, playing Pragmata was such a breath of fresh air. Like, the main story is only, maybe 15, 20 hours long. But the gameplay gimmick was so fresh. And by the end of the game, you know, even though your character's overpowered and everything, it's like it just felt so good. Yeah, exactly. It's short and sweet, and if you want, there's a little bit of extra post game with the unknown signal stuff, and then there's, you know, you could do a new game plus if you want. You can play it on insanity mode if you're really psycho. I ended up not doing it because I didn't want to like burn out and hate the game. I was already starting to get a little tired of it towards the very end when on the new game plus. I think Stellar Blade too. I still have a little bit left on the new game plus, but Stellar Blade, I think I finished collecting all the DLC things. I just need to finish. I think there's like 3 cans that I need to get from the orbital elevator, and I think that pretty much wraps up my new game plus playthrough on Stellar Blade. Too much bullet. I think it really depends on the genre, right? Because you look back at like old JRPGs like Final Fantasy 7 through 10, and then later on 12. It was just because like you had side quests or a series of side quests or side quest chains and optional content that required like copious amounts of grinding. But it's all optional, you know? Was FF7 150 hours plus? No, I did all the side quests in FF7 Remake. Maybe Rebirth has like that much side content. But I don't remember Remake having that much. You had the gym stuff. There's a couple of like in between. Okay, yeah, but in Rebirth a lot of it is optional, right? Or it's like it's optional until you realize what the reward is, and then it feels mandatory. I think Max Dude made that comment. He's like, "Yeah, there's so much optional stuff, and like I want to skip it until I find out what I get from it, and then I have to do it." Well, I picked up Rebirth on Steam sale. There's a couple of other games I want to pick up on Steam sale, but Steam sales are dangerous because you're expanding your Steam library, but you're not actually allowing yourself the time to play it. It's like collecting Gunpla, right? You see a model kit you want to buy and build later, and then you don't actually make time for yourself to actually do it. All right, I need to go use the restroom. I think we'll end it here. Thanks everybody for hanging out. One of your friends felt like the game was eternal. Wasn't the original FF7 like if you did all the side quests, it was just about like 150-ish or less? I know. I think FF9 and 10 were in those ballparks if you did like every last optional quest or every last optional boss. I remember in FF9, I never actually was able to beat Ozma because I couldn't stand doing all the stuff required to do it, even if you got like near best in slot gear. Like you had to do some absurd skill training or whatever. All right, I gotta go. I'm gonna go use the restroom. Maybe get ready for bed. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I'll catch you later on. I don't know if I'll be streaming as much over the weekend. There's like a little mini convention going on downtown over the weekend, so I think I'm gonna go check that out on Sunday. Gonna support my Gundam Bros, my Gundam crew, because they're gonna be hosting a workshop at that convention, so that'll be neat. All right, I'm out of here. Take care. Have a good night. Rest easy. See you. Maybe I'll stream a little bit tomorrow. We'll see. Take care. Have a good one. Good night.